just got to get an idea.
You got to be right on it.
That bar thing goes through right on the front side, which is the middle stack. I'm going to put a screw straight up.
Maybe if you drill a hole in this side.
Right. Okay.
But you got to have a lot of man left there.
See what happens.
Use soap and water, which that way it'll dry completely and the tire won't slip on the rim.
Nice.
Where the lubricant will always stay a little slick and it can let the tire slip.
It's a little spider in there or something. You see it?
Oh yeah.
He was about to get blasted.
Yeah.
I got some, I still have a little bit left of my Yamaha tire mounting lubricant.
Oh yeah.
Aerosol spray can that we used to use that. And this can, my God, this can's got to be, it's pretty much empty and it barely comes out, it just kind of drools out now when you use it. But it's like glue. It's a lubricant. It's a lubricant to help mount the tire, but it's literally, it dries up like glue.
Yeah, that's what we used to use at the races. They had some industrial strength stuff.
Yeah.
It did a job on my legs too, because we always wore shorts.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that stuff would get all over my legs. My legs are all scarred up on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you was out there with the shorts on then?
Yeah.
Because it's hot as hell. Yeah, I already know.
Exactly.
What's that popping noise from?
It's just the tire popping up on the bead.
It's my first time actually watching this being done.
Yep. And the tire, the rubber has to pop over that ledge to keep it from basically flexing in and losing the air.
Okay. So that's the sound it's making. It's coming over that. Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it back here instead of up there. Or you could do this. If you really just wanted to be, if you was going a long way and you just wanted to be sure, like what, could nothing happen? And you can run that through there, like that right there. Snap. Like that. Oh. And then you know it ain't going nowhere. Yeah. And then you gotta take that through there. Yeah. Back through there.
So one side you just got it wrapped on the hook. This side you got it wrapped through the hook.
Yeah, either way it works. Some people just feel better about this than this because this is an open hook.
Yeah.
Even though I mean it's in there,
It's in,
and it's tight. Yeah.
It's more peace of mind with that.
Yeah, for some
Yeah.
people, yeah. If you don't really know, but in the back don't have to be real tight.
Okay.
If you shut the front down too tight, you can put too much pressure on the oil seals. You can bust the oil seals. So you don't want it too tight. You don't want it to keep going.
So how do you know when it's too tight then?
That's a good question.
It's just a feel.
Right.
It's just a feel, yeah, from doing it. But I mean, if you can tighten it up on both sides and you move the bike and it seems pretty secure, and you can do that right there. And it's got a
How
nice
about that?
tight.
Yeah, I can hear a note.
Yeah. And then with this, if you're gonna be using these straps with this type of trailer on a regular, and all you're doing is going to the track, then you can cut this. Like right there and get rid of all this, and you ain't have to worry about it dangling all out there in the street and stuff.
Okay.
Other than that, then you got to find someone to tie it.
Yeah.
What are the weights? Like you? Oh, those are the weights. The silver
It
things.
took quite a few, but it's balanced.
Okay.
So
I was telling him the story. Now I'll finish telling it with you because it may have impact on you. So I'm driving my FZR 400, right? And I'm following this car, and we're doing about 40 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour because the light's green, right?
Brand new Road 6s. These tires are so good that I thought I was never gonna have to replace them.
right.
Like the tread was just going nowhere for so long.
Yeah, I haven't heard a bad thing about these tires.
Same here.
People that get them usually love them. Getting there. Once the tank comes off, everything else will go pretty quick. Getting the tank off is the majority of the work. Have you been that far into it?
No, I haven't.
No.
But I was about to do it until I got the spark plugs. Because I was just going to do the air filter. That was going to be pretty easy for what it is. But I'm like, nah, I'm not going to touch the spark plugs because I got to torque them down right. Got to have the right tools for it.
Right.
I'm not going to do that. So I decided to hold it off. And this is my first time seeing the tank come off.
Seeing it all the way.
Yeah. That's the ECU right there, right?
Yep.
Takes a little bit of work to get to the ECU on this bike.
Yeah. Once you get the tank off, it's right there. So, but again, the tank isn't the easiest thing to. Once you know how to do it, you can do it pretty quickly. But the first time,
Yeah.
trying to find all the different hidden bolts and clips and stuff,
Yeah.
it's pretty rough.
Yeah, that first time, it's like something with your brain too on the first time to where you're really taking it all in.
Exactly.
And then when you do it again, it's a lot easier. Oh yeah, it's rugged in there. It's pretty nasty in there.
Yeah, I've seen worse. The MT-09 that I just did was way worse than this. But see, basically you'll get little residual gas and some oil that'll come up through the vent, which is the vent's right there for the engine. So high RPMs, it'll push a little bit of mist of oil out, and then it'll gather down here in the corner. Once I take the airbox out, there's a little cap on the bottom of there that during services you're supposed to pull off and clean out and drain, because it just collects whatever residual oil gets in the airbox. But that's pretty good looking to me. That's pretty clean.
So this can get pretty bad if you neglect it.
Yeah. I mean, if you just go long periods of time without, doing any kind of maintenance or anything like that, it can get. This is where most of the dirt and bugs and stuff will collect up in here.
Yeah.
And it won't get past the air filter. The only thing you'll see past the air filter is stuff like this. It's just residual oil and gas. And that's hardly nothing. That looks good.
People crash these things. So the wires get ripped. Everything goes flying everywhere, and then they bring it in here and they're like, yeah, I need this fixed. You guys do this every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
I've been doing it almost 30 years.
Damn.
This is all I've ever done is work on motorcycles. Well, I've worked in motorcycle parts departments, but that was before I went to mechanic school and all that stuff.
What made you want to go to mechanic school?
Just working in parts departments and, and owning bikes and working on all my own stuff. I'm like, why don't I just go to school and do this? I'd do it anyway.
Yeah.
So, and plus, working in parts departments at motorcycle dealers, made mechanic school a breeze because you already know where everything is.
Yeah.
Because you're looking up parts for people all day long in the parts department, so you know where everything is.
Yeah, that's I think that's kind of like the entry level learning enhancement
Yeah.
type of thing. Like work in
Hands-on
parts
experience.
first. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on with this bike?
Yeah, we can work something out. I can totally, it's that time of year.
So this is what you have to do to get the spark plugs out of this bike. You gotta at least have a tool. You gotta at least have that tool.
You gotta have this socket with that little adapter there that flops around, and then you can get to each one of these little deals right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you ain't been that. Yeah, you ain't.
Hell nah. And I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna bring it right back up here again. Cause you gotta put them back in there, and then you gotta twist them back in to the right torque and stuff like that, right?
Well, these don't really necessarily have a torque spec. When I take it off, I can show you. They have a little piece that keeps you from over tightening them. Once I get it off, I'll be able to show it to you.
Yeah, it's not. It's just lean. Okay, where do we charge it?
Load it up.
No, you gotta take that one too.
Oh, I just put that back in there.
Yep, no, it's all good. Richard! So yeah, now I gotta pull something out.
Whoever, whether we do it or you do it or whoever cleans the filter next time, you put this grease around the edge and it helps it seal.
Okay.
That's what that's for.
Okay, cool. All right,
So
yeah.
I'll give it to you when I'm done.
All right.
All down the track. What are they selling now? They selling Michelin's?